In our third video about iMovie, I want to talk to you about doing some editing. And what we're going to do is a very simple cut on action edit. And for that, I'm going to use 3 clips. I'm going to start with this clip right here, where I'm talking to the camera. I pick up a jug and go to pour it into the pot. And my second clip is going to be a different shot where the jug comes over and starts to pour water into the pan. Now, I don't need that first part, but I do need where I start to pick it up. So what I'm going to do is select the clip and just drag in only the bit that I need. So I'm going to come just a bit before the part that I need, and then I also need the part where I start to move the jug away from the pot, just that little segment there that's now highlighted. So I'm going to drag that and put that directly after on my timeline. My third clip is going to be this one, where I put the jug down after pouring the water in. So you can see in the shot, I've tried it a few times. I want the last one because I know that was the best take. So right about there, I'm just pulling it down. About there is what I need. So I'm just going to drag that part into my timeline. All in all, I have about, you can see here, about 1 minute and 15 seconds. Now what I want to do is trim off the first part of this because it's not really necessary. The nice thing about iMovie is once you've got your clips in the timeline, you can trim them in the timeline. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag over here until I walk into the shot and kind of start talking. So that's going to be then removed. All right, so my timeline is shot 1 here, shot 2 here, and shot 3 here. Now what I want to do is use the controls of iMovie to edit those shots together so they look like I'm picking up the jug, pouring the water in, and then putting it back down again. So let's look at this join here where these 2 shots meet. Okay, so you can see already there's a bit at the end of this shot that isn't necessary. What I want is to just stop the clip where I'm picking the jug up, like that. So I can just drag that point there to the point that I need. See, I'm just dragging it along. I finish talking, I pick the jug up and lift it towards the pot. And then I think about there is probably perfect. Let's look at the transition between the 2 shots. Place my playhead.
Everything mixed together. Let's do it.
What's happening?
Let's do it.
Is in this shot here, this one, the jug is arriving a little bit too late. So I can just trim a little bit off this one at the start of the shot. So the jug is closer to the pot when we see the transition. So let's have a look.
Yeah, let's do it.
And that's just about perfect. Now what we need to do is work on the transition between where I take the pot away and where I put it down in the next shot. So let's have a look, see how that looks without any editing.
Now comes the fun part.
Now you can see already that I need to do some editing here because I take it away in this one. It almost touches the ground, and yet here it's not moving at all, and then I move it. So what I need to do is trim a little bit off here. So if we look at the end of this shot, the jug is almost to the ground there, or almost to the tabletop. So I'm going to just trim that one a little bit so the jug is halfway through its journey to the table, and then trim this one. So rather than standing still, I'm moving my jug down to a similar point where it was in the previous shot. Okay, let's give that a look. And if we just watch that again, you can see it's a perfect transition. It looks exactly like I'm pouring the water in, taking the jug away and placing it on the table.
Now comes the fun part.
So let's look at those two transitions.
The rest of the ingredients. So, time to get everything mixed together. Let's do it. Now comes the fun part.
So, just by dragging the ends of the clips so that they match up perfectly, you can get very fine control over how your cut on action shot works, and you can make it look absolutely perfect. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found something useful. I hope you'll use the techniques that you learned from this video, and please let me know if you have questions. Thanks for watching.